The year 1757 marked a significant turning point in Indian history. On the expansive plains of Plassey, near Murshidabad, the forces of the British East India Company, led by Robert Clive, clashed with the formidable army of Siraj-ud-Dowlah, the Nawab of Bengal. The battle, fraught with intrigue, deception and betrayal, ended in a decisive victory for the British. This victory, though seemingly insignificant at the time, laid the crucial foundation for British dominance in India for the next 2 centuries. The East India Company, initially a trading enterprise, leveraged its newfound military strength to secure lucrative trade concessions and expand its influence. The immense riches of Bengal, a prosperous region known for its textiles, salt and opium, flowed into company coffers, enriching it further. The Battle of Plassey was not just a military victory, it was a symbolic triumph that emboldened the company to expand its influence across the entire subcontinent. The company's ambitions soon extended far beyond mere trade. With its growing military power and political influence, it began to intervene in local affairs, exploiting existing rivalries and forging strategic alliances to further its interests. The Mughal Empire, once a mighty force, was crumbling, creating a power vacuum that the British were quick to fill with their own authority. The stage was set for the gradual but inexorable transformation of the East India Company from a merchant venture to a de facto ruler of vast swathes of India, changing the course of history. Bengal, with its fertile Gangetic plains and thriving trade, became the early centerpiece of British rule in India, serving as a crucial foothold for their colonial ambitions. The region's wealth, derived from agriculture, textiles, and its strategic location as a trading hub, made it a coveted prize for the East India Company, which sought to dominate the lucrative trade routes. The company's control over Bengal's resources, particularly its revenue collection system, provided it with the financial muscle to fuel its expansionist ambitions, allowing it to extend its influence across the subcontinent. However, British rule in Bengal was not without its dire consequences for the local population. The company's policies, often driven by profit maximization rather than the welfare of the local populace, led to widespread economic hardship and suffering. Traditional industries, like textile weaving, were decimated as cheap British manufactured goods flooded the market, undermining local artisans and craftsmen. The Bengal famine of 1770, a devastating event that claimed millions of lives, exposed the callous indifference of the company's administration to the plight of the people it ruled, highlighting the human cost of colonial exploitation. Despite the oppressive nature of company rule, Bengal became a breeding ground for intellectual and cultural ferment, fostering a spirit of resistance and renewal. The introduction of Western education, though intended to create a class of Indians who could serve the colonial administration, also sparked a renaissance of sorts, igniting a thirst for knowledge and reform. Reformist movements, inspired by Enlightenment ideals, emerged, challenging traditional social hierarchies and advocating for greater political representation and social justice. Bengal's legacy as a center of learning and intellectual discourse had a profound impact on the shaping of modern India, leaving an indelible mark on its cultural and political landscape. While Bengal served as the economic engine of British India, the coastal cities of Bombay and Madras played a crucial role in consolidating British power and influence. Acquired through treaties and conquests, these strategically located ports on the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal respectively became vital nodes in the expanding British Empire, facilitating control over maritime routes. They served as conduits for trade, connecting India to the global network of British commerce and facilitating the flow of goods, people, and ideas, thus integrating India into the global economy. Bombay, originally a cluster of 7 islands, underwent a dramatic transformation under British rule, evolving into a bustling metropolis. The East India Company invested heavily in developing the city's infrastructure, constructing docks, warehouses, and administrative buildings to support its growing trade. The city attracted merchants, traders, and laborers from across India and beyond, transforming it into a cosmopolitan melting pot of cultures and ethnicities. Similar developments took place in Madras, which evolved from a small trading post into a major administrative and commercial centre, reflecting the British colonial ambitions. The growth of Bombay and Madras as colonial hubs had a profound impact on the social and cultural landscape of these cities, altering their historical trajectories. The influx of Europeans led to the emergence of distinct European quarters, characterized by their grand architecture and Western amenities, setting them apart from local areas. The interaction between Indians and Europeans, though often unequal, contributed to a cross-cultural exchange that shaped the arts, literature, and intellectual life of these cities, leaving a lasting legacy. The United Provinces and Punjab, integrating princely states into the Raj.